Whoa, you know, some laptops don't stand up to the test of time at just nearly 2 years. But not this one. I am Bruce, and this is Gears of More, the wiggle dance for the bees of technology. Let's do this thing. Oh, geez. Right here is the Alienware M17 R2 gaming laptop. I bought this almost 2 years ago, and it makes a very significant milestone for me because this is the very first laptop I ever purchased for myself. I know people are saying, whoa, wait a minute, I've seen you bought laptop before, but that was for other people. This one is the first one I bought exclusively for myself. And I'll tell you why. Gaming laptops were always on the pricey side. This one too, but more so in the past because for the simple reason to have the gaming muscle to match the desktop desktop counterparts, you needed a powerful processor and GPU. The problem with that is that you need to squeeze it into this small space and provide adequate cooling so that this thing doesn't turn into a fireball. And those were available at that time, but they were quite pricey. I kept an eye out for years upon years until finally I made a decision on this one because it was a good bang for the buck, and it is I'd say future resistant. Yes. There is no such thing, in my opinion, as future proof. That is just a marketing gimmick. Future resistant is more like the adequate term. And this one seems like it's going to last for another few years before the new games that come out outmuscle it. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. So let's talk design here. This is what caught my attention when I was first shopping. It's a nice futuristic design that says gaming laptop, but it just doesn't scream it. There's the muted i7 logo here, the Alienware logo that lights up, and it's RGB programmable. It's a nice, sleek design. It almost looks like the alien flagship that's coming to land and to do business, to play some serious gaming. The cooling vents in the back also looks like some type of propulsion system. It's really well thought out. Let's look at the inside. Again, nothing outlandish, no over-the-top aggressive line saying that, hey, I'm a gaming computer. Instead, you have a nice, intelligent layout of keys, muted colors. The vents, I like the hexagonal shapes for the intake vents. And again, we have the on-off button in the shape of the Alienware logo. It is a nice size trackpad, although me being greedy, I would like even being bigger than that. Good full size keyboard, and I like the feel of it. I'm not really a fan of the chiclet keyboards, but as far as feel goes, this has enough resistance where you get good feedback when you're clicking on it. Me personally, I like a mechanical keyboard, but so for the fanatical, go mechanical. Underneath, there's more of these hexagonal shapes for the vents. Nice, and it has like a nice tactile touch to it. I just like running my fingers across because it feels so neat. And there are 8 access screws to get to the hard drive and the other components. Me personally, I would prefer to have a smaller door rather than having to remove the whole panel, but that's okay. I'm used to that sort of stuff. It's a minor quibble. So what's under the hood, you ask? Well, whether or not you ask, I'm going to tell you anyway. We have a 9th generation Intel Core i7 9750H that has 6-core, 12 megabits cache with up to 4.5 gigahertz with turbo boost. Pretty decent CPU if you ask me. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 GPU that has 8 gigabytes GDDR6 with Max-Q design. 76 watt hour battery. It's 6 cell. Now, my recommendation is go straight to the power brick if you're going to use, or if you're going to play any type of game, especially the intense ones, because under gaming, that battery is probably going to last you maybe 30 minutes if you're lucky, but I wouldn't count on it. Show some love with that power brick and use it often. So looking right here, right underneath the Alienware wording, actually, what is that? Is that the camera? No, the camera is up here. It's actually the camera here is your typical camera, nothing to write home about. It's not even a high res, but it does the job for webcamming. This thing right here is known as a Tobii eye tracking. It's a neat little feature. It's basically while you're playing a game, it tracks your eye movement, and concerning if some of the games are utilizing it, it becomes a nice effect. But in the end, it came across more like a gimmick than anything. I calibrated it, played around with it once or twice, and then I just gave up on it. And if you look at the newer versions, they don't even include that anymore. Nice try, but no banana.
I still play Doom regularly. Even if it is an older title, it does test the mettle of graphics card at its highest setting. The RTX 2070 with Max-Q GPU, working together with an i7-9750 CPU and 16 gigs of DDR4, showed not even a stutter in performance. I have tried some racing games like Dirt 5 and found equally satisfying performances. The original reason for this laptop was for VR games, and I'm happy to say that though there was a slight hiccup here and there, titles such as Elite Dangerous and newly released Half-Life Alyx was buttery smooth with stunning clarity. I am most pleased with this portable powerhouse.
And there you have it. The Alienware M17 R2 17-inch gaming laptop. A nice, solid build, great design, nothing over the top, very good performance. I am including a link for the Dell/Alienware website where you can see that they already have R4 now. 2 generations already in the stretch of 2 years. That's progress for you. But still, this one is still capable of whatever you throw at it in today's standards. It is not future-proof. It's more like future-resistant. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and remember, always keep it shiny.
This portion was brought to you by Crawling Octopus, who believes in you. You can do the thing.